Hello and welcome to All I Do Is Fail. I am your host, Tom Elwes. I'm joined today as ever by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods.
Yo!
What's up?
I've gone to yo now. What's up, so lame? Did you hear that, Phoebe? Tom said, what's up? That's so lame.
Okay, what about yo sup?
Oh,
Okay, well, Phoebe's not an ally. Phoebe is not an ally.
A yo sup. A yo suppy.
Apologies in advance if I'm a bit knackered. I've had a crazy couple of days.
Wild times.
Woo. Went raving for the first time on Wednesday.
To an actual rave.
Did you actually?
Went to Printworks for the first time, yeah.
You went to Printworks.
Why didn't you
I
tell
went to
me?
Printworks. I thought it was going to be a museum about the printing press.
Yeah.
but I tell you, it was not that.
What, were you filming something? You're filming something, surely.
We got some content.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't do well. What a fucking waste of time.
Paid for a ticket to go and see some shit Zed or whatever DJ it was.
The DJ, a couple of friends of mine, said, do you want to come see this DJ a few months ago? It gave me a lot of notice, which I always enjoy when making plans.
Is Printworks the one in London? That's the one in London.
Yeah, it's the one that's shutting down. That's why
It's the one in London.
I can't believe he hasn't told me. Then we could have gone together for the last time.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come.
It's
It was
too late
also,
now.
well, it was also you were more than welcome to come. Now you're not allowed, but by time. But it was above and beyond with these DJs. Do you know them, Phoebe?
Pardon?
Above and beyond.
Oh, I thought you were just saying they were going above and
That's
beyond.
right.
They were going above and beyond.
They were doing the
They-
mixing and the flicking
They were going
and the
full-
mixy flicks.
More than the protocol, let me tell you, these lads. They were everything you could name.
Oh, CO2 cannon. Woo!
Lasers.
Yeah.
And the Casablanca with a K were on. Do you know them?
Casablanca with a K.
Yeah, they're pretty. They seem like pretty cool dudes, to be fair. I'll tell you what they were.
What kind of music was it?
I'll tell you what kind of music. It was DJing while wearing sunglasses indoors. That kind of music.
My
Maybe I'll
favourite
explain
kind.
more.
My favourite kind.
It was like dance, techno, trance.
I'm only into industrial techno, so I can't.
It was a very industrial setting. You haven't been to Printworks?
No, I've been in Ibiza when I was younger. When I was a young man in Ibiza, I would go to. I went to all of them.
Yeah.
Ushuaia,
Yeah.
the one with Kyle Cox.
All the ones with
Pasha.
they're playing Pitbull.
Yeah, no, annoyingly not. I thought, honestly, I remember being like a 24-year-old being like, here we go, this is going to be a laugh.
Galeocho.
Oh, Pitbull on that. No, just lyricless drone noise followed by CO2 cannons and people being like, it's a religious experience.
Really?
I hated it.
And you were going up to and be like, so what did you do at uni then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Phoebe, are you proud of me? I went to Printworks.
I am proud of you.
Yeah?
I'm
You
very
happy?
proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Well, thanks very much for coming. It's closing down. That's why I wanted to go. And
Oh,
I've
you
never
wanted
been
to
to
see
something
it?
like this. So I was like, yeah, let's do it.
I've seen the videos of Printworks.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
place.
it's just like an industrial sort of estate. They put a load of lasers in, isn't it?
If you haven't gone Printworks, then I feel sorry for you. 'cause I'm there all the time.
Did you guys hear about the the illegal rave in Wales over the weekend?
I was
This
there, mate.
weekend.
No, over the bank holiday weekend, there was an illegal rave in Wales.
That's not like raves.
Apparently went on for 4 days.
Ooh,
4
that's
days.
fun.
4 days in an industrial estate. Police had to come and break it up. There were
In
people who had
Wales?
stayed. Yeah, there were people who had stayed there for 4 days.
Yeah. But then what else is there going on in Wales?
Yeah.
I mean, probably people.
To be fair, you'd be
people
like,
came in to just have a look around.
well,
Old married couples.
There's a rave. I got to go. You know what?
There's Indian people.
Yeah,
there as well. And why not?
Yeah, and why not? Wales is a very hot destination these days.
Absolutely, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. They put on the rugby. It was great.
Perfect. But I don't think you hear about like the Berghain, and obviously I'm going for a wedding in Berlin.
Berghain.
Hey, going to the Berghain. And obviously people are going, and you hear about people staying there for days on end. I watched a TikTok of a man, he was packing for the Berghain. And he basically...
The Berghain.
Yeah, the Berghain or Berghain.
I will tell you what I was watching. I was watching the Berghain.
Yeah. And he was taking a packed lunch,
Yeah.
But like, if you're going to a rave and you've got to take a packed lunch,
Cheese sandwiches.
there's too much, Is
No,
that...
I went to a rave in a forest once that started and it was just sort of like, we'll keep going until it gets shut down.
There's some of them still there now.
And but there were guys
We're
with
going to
like,
stay here until all of our parents have run out of money.
oh no, these were very like middle-aged people,
Oh.
and until their wife and kids call them up, drag them home.
What were you doing there?
Well, they're welcoming to everyone.
Yes, but young women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we like all shapes, sizes. Obviously, younger, the better.
Yeah.
Don't want-
You
don't
want your
want-
mates? You want your mates? They can come.
No, bring all your friends. I'll bring Dan and Annie. No, not those friends, you idiot. Got any female friends?
I was actually talking to a guy there. No, not like that.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he was batting for the other team, but he
Different comedy club.
took a call whilst he was like, oh sorry, and he was on the phone, and then he got off the phone and he was like, my grand's just died.
Oh.
It's like,
Killed the vibe.
Bass drop.
What? Why are you at a rave?
no, we were literally and we were having a conversation and he was just on the phone to his mum and he was like, okay, yeah, well we did think that, and then he was like, my grand's just passed away, and I was like, oh.
Spiritual.
I literally just met him, but I was like, yeah, imagine like she's here.
Was he still wait, you said that? Was he still dancing as you said this?
Later I saw him and he took a lot of acid and he was barefoot, just like wandering around, so he was quite happy.
That's what his grand would have wanted. And so in terms of the bass drop, they do that. Have you seen those TikToks where they say like DJ say anything before the bass? My grand just passed away.
Smoke machine, gun sounds, perfect.
So I had my first rave on Wednesday, Tom.
Yeah,
How about
right.
this? First rave on Wednesday. Thursday up in Manchester to watch a shocking game of football.
Okay, well, sorry.
Hang on, you went from a rave.
No.
Straight.
I raved, slept.
What time did you get out?
It closed at 11.
For the sake of continuity on this podcast, I'm going to say that we are now playing Worst Week.
And then I was up in Manchester watching a pretty unfair scoreline for what the game I watched was.
Well,
But,
I was thinking, with your theory of not everything can be going well in your life, I'm assuming your girlfriend's cheating on you. So that's...
well, if she was, we would have fucking won, as we should have.
Yeah. I mean, Rashford injured, they're all injured. I mean,
If you chose between Man United winning the quadruple and your girlfriend cheating on you.
well,
That's once in a lifetime. That's generational.
Yeah, it depends which one of my exes we're talking about here. 'Cause there's quite a few that I would take Arsenal winning the triple.
Okay,
Almost all.
so guys, if you honestly had like every game of the season, Arsenal or for you, Man U would win, or your girlfriend cheats on you once by kissing another man.
For that to happen.
it's tough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easy. I'll let that happen. But the thing is, my issue with that
Not
is
even a breath.
should a kiss. Nah.
Yeah.
But
You won't be thinking about that when you're in the pub celebrating the quad.
I will not
the
give
quadruple.
a shit. I could watch her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what's she?
Yeah.
Yes, boys, we did it. Well, I mean, it depends if she really cares about this. But if she just kisses some random bloke, but United have the greatest season, I'd actually be. My problem with that situation is I actually wouldn't want her to win every game. I want it to come from behind.
Oh, what, you wouldn't want an absolute storm?
I'd want there to be more narrative in there. We start off poorly and then
Okay.
sort of
Come from the
What
back.
would you do, Tom? What if Ali had to kiss me?
For Arsenal to win the quadruple. It'd be
Arsenal
worth
to
it
win
because I'd lord it over you. So actually, it'd probably be worth it.
And I'd be like,
Yeah.
sorry, I was
But
busy.
then he would lord over.
But it'd be worth it because Arsenal would have won the quadruple. So it wouldn't have mattered.
I'd go right up to Teddy and be like, I kissed your mum.
That'd be weird. This is why you've not met him yet.
Can I just say, guys, that this is truly, from the bottom of my heart, pathetic.
Well,
Okay, Phoebe, what would you have to do for one of your exes to kiss someone else?
No, that's not how it works.
Okay, well, what would you, you can
I
either go
can't-
to the
What have
best
you got?
festival.
We got billion pounds.
Yeah, no.
£1 billion?
Obviously,
Yeah.
you do it for £1 billion. It's not
Yeah.
even a
Well, then
question.
there you go.
Hang on, wait,
Man
but I'm
United
not
winning a
with
quadruple
anybody.
is like £1 billion.
Yeah, but then you're saying my ex has. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
pretend you're in love. You're in love with the man.
I
of your
don't know what it
dreams.
feels like anymore.
Just pretend. So this is another podcast. Just pretend you're happy.
Yeah.
And then we'll just
Okay.
keep recording.
Smile.
That's why the camera's off. I'm actually
Yeah.
crying my eyes out over here.
So anyway, my point is, all this was about me saying I'm a bit tired because I was in Manchester. We stayed at a shitty hotel because the travel lodge was all booked up. It was
The
really
travel
expensive.
lodge was booked up.
Mate. So if you can think
Sorry.
about the
Sorry,
hotel
the
that's
travel-
available because the travel lodge is full.
You're
that's
like
where
Jesus
we were.
looking for looking for Mary Joseph in the stable.
Honestly,
You're in the-
So I had to get up at 4 a.m, and at 2 a.m, I was woken up by, I think they were the room above, maybe beside, loudly doing drugs. To the point where the guy was like, "I've got everything: weed, coke, MDMA, whatever you want to do, lad."
Yeah.
And then so I was there, and my dad was in the bed next to me,
Wholesome.
And then
Knocking through like just a bit, kept him in bills.
Yeah, and then he wasn't there. I could hear his voice. What have we got here, gents?
I'll have Ket. My son's so boring. He's so boring.
So boring. What a loser.
Yeah.
He's got to do a podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can't do anything. So, and I'm banging on the door. I actually went to Printworks.
Yeah.
So then I had to get a 4. I came down to the bottom of the hotel. There were just guys arguing with security about not being let in and stuff. I was like, pretend this isn't happening.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
So then I had to leave. So I had to wake up at 4 to be on a train, 5 a.m. train from Manchester to London to pretend to be Prince Harry and I'm a Celebrity at 9.
I did wonder what that was.
Nice.
I saw a picture, and you know what? I don't know if I should admit this, but you tagged Adam Flood in it, and I was looking at that picture for like 2 solid minutes before I figured out which one was Adam Flood, because he
doesn't look like how he looks. He does not.
He just
I said, how are you feeling? He goes, I feel old. I went, how long you been here for? But he doesn't like the style.
Was that for the standy up sketchy show?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you film it?
So this is what more. So I tell you what, in less than 36-hour turnaround, I've gone from Printworks to Manchester to the Tomb Raider Lara Croft live experience.
Oh, nice.
Is that
I
what
don't
you
even know was a thing in Camden.
Oh, really?
There's a Tomb Raider live experience.
And that's
You're
where they
such a
recreated the
jet
jungle.
setter.
They recreated the jungle there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I was living it up with Tomb Raider herself.
Oof. Beautiful. That's an exciting time. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good week.
Oh, it was all right. Very, very tiring. But yeah, so here we are. But yeah, what have you been up to?
So, well, Patreon backers will know I got, quite frankly, deceived by my childminder. So
What happened?
she probably listens to this, but I don't mind. I need you to know that I'm not happy about this. So on Tuesday, I go to drop my child off, and she goes, oh no, I actually take my bank holidays the day after bank holiday, and you have to pay for it. So I have to pay her
Such
to go
good
on
ruse.
holiday.
Hang on, why are you paying?
I don't know.
It's not nursery.
She's
I
doing
don't
the
know.
opposite of the Vauxhall policy, which is bank holidays don't count for you.
Yeah.
It's not.
Do you pay her on like a contract, or is it an
Yeah.
hourly?
No, monthly contract.
Well, monthly. Surely you don't.
I've been looking at
On
other
a
child.
bank
I've looked for
holidays.
other childminders. Been looking around.
Okay, but anyway, right. So she takes a bank holiday after the bank holiday.
I found a guy. He's called the Dalai Lama. It's pretty weird.
What?
It's pretty weird.
I'll take
It's
your
pretty.
kids.
He's a pretty weird guy, but he has offered to take my son.
Oh.
He didn't keep asking.
He kept asking for photos, weird.
It was really weird, and he kept asking about my tongue, and I was like, "This is weird. This is weird, sir."
Did you find him through Nigel?
Yeah.
That's it. He goes, he got his little resume. He goes, I definitely don't suck.
Yeah. So anyway, that's if anyone else has got any other childminders other than the Dalai Lama out there, I'm interested.
Did you see the Onion headline, which was I'm gonna butcher it, but it was something along the lines of Dalai Lama apologizes after feeling left out as the only religious leader not to have sexually molested children.
What a mad thing to do in front of a giant room full of people. But imagine being in front of a room, like literally a room full of people and cameras, and just
Shame, I used to watch the Dalai Lama on Top of the Pops every week.
yeah.
You just can't trust these people.
But you can't cancel the Dalai Lama because he's a spiritual being.
You can't.
It's impossible.
You can't cancel the Dalai
Listen,
Lama.
boy,
Watch me.
What,
Watch
on
me.
Twitter, what are you going to say? He's like, you know, it's bestowed upon him. Like, doesn't he have to select the next Dalai Lama when he dies or something? It's
I'm going to
crazy.
boycott his next tour. The Dalai Lama.
Well, it's kind of
Bigger
similar
than
to like
Jesus tour.
Bikram.
No, it's not like Bikram. It's way more
It is
religion
but
tied up
yeah.
into it.
Well, it's
Bikram.
Who's Bikram?
Yoga teacher.
Yoga dude. He was a pervert. Pervert yoga
Not the
teacher.
yoga guy.
Yeah, I know.
Surely.
The
Nobody's
sweaty yoga
safe.
guy is a pervert. Shocking.
It doesn't matter. It's not me touching you. It's the energy passing between us.
Ooh.
Sorry, flashbacks of previous raves, Phoebe. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Could you cancel the Dalai Lama? I don't know. I think it was too much. It's too
Well,
difficult.
let's see on our Patreon. If you,
We'll do a doodle
if you
poll.
subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/AIDIF POD, we can see if we can band together to cancel the Dalai Lama.
Yeah. He's out. I don't know who's going to replace him. I don't think he can be replaced. That's it. I think he has to die. He can't be replaced.
Dalai Lama,
Well, to be fair, how old is the Dalai Lama?
He's probably pretty old.
he's 1,000 years old.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
He's got a new show on GB News.
Yeah.
It's called Suck It Up.
God.
It's
What's the deal with the Dalai Lama?
is it right or tongue?
Yeah.
He gets it's sort of like kids say the darndest things, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a twist on that.
Very insistent on children being there. That was his one thing in his contract. He was like, we've got to work with kids, nothing else.
In his
God.
rider, he's just got a couple in the green room.
Yeah, okay. Well, so I had that.
Too far.
Yes,
Way too far.
So I had that happen, and then what else have I been doing? Been doing gigs. I was here on Tuesday, did a nice gig in Clapham on Wednesday. Then I was filming all of yesterday. I was filming for, I
what are you
probably
filming for?
can't actually say yet, but a History Channel. And I was dressed up as King Henry,
The 8th.
not the 8th.
7th.
7th.
Like
I
a
was
loser.
some
His
kind of
dad.
king.
Prequel Henry.
Some kind of king. I had other actors dressed as Anne Boleyn. It was a whole thing.
That's you didn't even get the big Henry VIII. You got Henry VII.
Nah, I got Henry. I didn't even. Yeah.
Hang on, but Henry VII was before Henry VIII. And
I'm
Anne
pretty
Boleyn
sure,
shouldn't
yeah.
have been born by then.
Look, we're
If
not
she was dating his son.
accurate, okay, with our history on the History Channel. I'm sure we won't get any messages.
On the
So-
History
Seriously,
Channel.
the History Channel's all over. They couldn't care less about history.
Well, I
Henry VII is prequel, right?
prequel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
his
did Henry
dad.
VII gets contacted by ancient aliens. That was my whole gambit. That was my whole sketch premise. So, what really happened, Henry VIII? Is,
Henry VII, starring Vin Diesel. Okay, how was that then?
Which wife would you like to be out of Henry's wives?
the one who didn't get murdered.
Well, there was a few because some got divorced.
Yeah, I'll take the divorce. Did they get anything in the divorce, or was it a prenup? Was there such a thing?
Well, you know what? Catherine of Aragon, the first one,
Mm-hmm.
she, because it was such a massive hoo-ha, wasn't it, that he...
Yeah, divorced
So
her.
I think she got the
Some
protection
cheddar.
of the church.
Uh,
no, I
yes.
don't know necessarily about money. I'm not even Googling
All right,
this
well,
right now.
I'm Catherine of Aragon then.
Or do you want to be the one that succeeded him? The final one.
Oh yeah.
Her name
Wife number
was... I
6.
do not like that I just said the final one.
The final boss.
I've seen 6. I know that...
I thought you'd see 6. I'd actually. Well, I was
yeah.
about to ask you. I bet you've seen 6.
I have seen 6,
Six.
yes.
The music.
it good?
Oh yeah.
Six
the
the musical was actually the first musical I saw outside of when lockdown lifted.
Yeah.
And the theatre that I saw was where I used to work in Canterbury in the Marlow, and they had this lovely thing where they filled the seats because you'd have to have like a few seats free, and they filled them with really cool cutouts of like
'Cause
famous
didn't
people.
sell
So
many
they
tickets.
had just to make sure everyone felt like it was a full
Just a
line.
couple of cutouts of
No,
Dalai
but I
Lama in
thought that
there,
was really
just looking-
lovely. I thought that was really cool.
Okay.
I can't remember who I sat near, but I think they had people like, well, they had all the 6 wives and they had like theatre people. I think they also probably
got
had like,
pictures?
David Attenborough,
Wow.
Bowie. Yeah.
Didn't know they married Henry VIII.
Can I just say, with musicals, why can't they make original musicals now? Everything I saw, Agatha Christie the musical, that's selling
saw it.
out. Bake
That
Off
is
the
an
musical.
original. That is an original.
Well, it's not an original premise though, is it? It's
We
based
had.
on a.
I remember having Benidorm the musical come, and that's when we were like, "That's the end of culture, really, isn't it?"
Say what you want, mate. I'm not taking on Benidorm fam. I think that's a great show.
I think it will be Channel 4. We'll just start doing everything the musical.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
Bake Off the musical is too much. It's
What's
too much.
what's that other
I'll
one?
be up for
Naked
that.
Attraction, the musical.
So
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
called Magic Mike. It's
Yeah.
not
Oh
done.
yeah.
But you are just bitter
Yeah, because I haven't taken my musical yet.
because and Lottie, who we had on, Lottie
Yeah.
Bedlow, who used to work in theatre, said it was a terrible idea.
No, she said it was a brilliant idea and I should do it.
What's
and
her
I've told
musical?
She said the
everyone I tell
licensing would be an
people
issue. The
is that-
licensing is
yeah.
an issue.
I've already pitched this many times, but
I remember.
yeah, the one-hit wonder musical, Wonders. When
It's really got a name.
yeah, I've already got a name. I know the songs. I've got it.
Have you
Starring-
cast it? Yeah.
You've got
Yeah.
to self-produce it, Tom. You've got to do that. I want to
Oh,
see
yeah.
an off-Broadway production. That bankrupts
Casting
Tom.
in Edinburgh. Who's the lead? Me. Okay, there you go. Casted.
Oh, it's like a small musical.
No, it's actually a huge musical.
That's what I was thinking. So who are you going to have?
Performed by Tom.
It's a one-man show musical. I play all the parts. The cast is very diverse. It's not going to be an issue. It's going to be fine.
Comes out, starts off with the Crazy Frog theme tune.
Yeah. Ba, ba, ba. Honestly, that's a good opener. People would just be like, "What's going on here?" Crazy Frog opener. Then we have a bit of Dancing in the Moonlight, and then
Yeah.
That's not an original song, though.
doesn't matter. It's still a one-hit wonder.
Is it not?
So not Top Loaders. No, that's a cover.
Yeah, it was someone. At
So
some
their
point.
most famous song is actually a cover of
Yeah.
someone else's.
Losers.
I know. Lame.
What about oh my god, Raining Men?
Yeah, I don't know if
the
that's
Girls.
one hit.
That's
Yeah.
a banger.
Yeah. So anyway, back to my worst
Again, I
week.
think that'd be a Magic Mike as well. If you want.
Yeah. Back to my worst week. I got ruined by my babysitter. So there we go. Phoebe.
I'm aware that the camera's not working, so I'll keep mine very short.
Okay, go.
Landlord raised the rent for the third time in 6 months.
That is actually illegal, though. I swear that is.
Well,
illegal.
this is kind of like a council thing. Wandsworth Council have undercharged for council tax for so long that they're now trying to make it up in different ways.
Right. We got so the thing is, right, we got to raise your rates again because it's actually you are the rat extermination is going to cost us quite a lot. So there we got to raise the rent for that to get.
So
technically we count them as pets, which is in breach of contract. So
it's got to go up.
You've actually cost us a lot of money.
So as we speak, we've got a plumber in. Obviously, we've got a backed up sink again.
Yeah.
There's always someone in there.
When the plumber came in last time, he took off a panel at the back of one of the cupboards right under the sink and hasn't replaced it. And that is where the mice came in from before.
I question whether he is a plumber or if he's just your landlord in a moustache. You know, that's the vibe.
I've seen some ants again, so we've got the ant problem back.
You've got the rats and the ants.
Just in time for summer.
My housemate's ceiling still not fixed from the water damage that came through before.
It's good that he's raised the rent on this. So did you not?
Yeah.
When he said he was doing that, did you not email him and be like, "But you've not fixed the rats or the ants"?
Yes, we're on our third property manager in the past 6 months.
Mate,
as
like
well.
Watford. You run like Watford, mate.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. No, fourth property manager in the past 6
Going
months.
through them, fighting relegation. Fucking hell.
Your landlord's doing anything to keep this flat going. He's just flipping. Oh my god.
We've got Chris Wilder in. Chris Wilder's our property manager. All right. Okay. So fourth.
So that is currently. I think that's enough on its own to win worst week.
And how can I ask, how much is your rent? What's he charging you? Because if
I
it's like
can't
150 quid, then I think fair enough.
It went up by another 120.
Whoa.
When we first moved in, the reason why it was so great, it was so unbelievably cheap. It was $475, which is stupid, but that is why we put up with all of the bullshit. It's now gone up by more than 100. I can't remember it exactly with the council tax and everything, but
is that the split between you and the mice and the rat ants? Because that probably takes it down a little bit.
No, they're squatting.
They pay in trinkets they bring in.
We sublet a room to the mice.
Mice and the rats. Yeah. Well, that's shit. I'm sorry. Well, once again, Phoebe, I'll be honest.
I think we need to give. Can I win it this week?
Why?
You've not done anything shit. You just.
I'm tired.
You're tired from filming something this
We're all
morning.
tired.
Oh, that's rubbish, mate.
That's
tired.
adulthood.
I've got a child. I've been child for a year.
But no, actually, I would like you to win it because I think I should be more positive.
I met my partner's parents for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Smashed it.
Smashed it. Great. Great.
Oh, the dad likes me. The dad really likes me. I don't know about the mum. I don't think she's
Not
a
that
tough
fussed.
cookie. I think she just not.
No.
It doesn't reveal a lot.
Okay.
Ali, I met Ali's parents and they said, actually, we prefer you. And so that's why it's Ali's worst week.
Prefer you to me.
That's what they said.
Wow.
That's so mean.
They said you're more a ginger.
Engaging, lovely.
I was going to say more ginger than Ali ever could be.
They had to colour my hair ginger today. I've had my hair coloured ginger. I've washed it out now, but they literally put orange colour in it to make it more ginger.
Why? Because you've lost
couldn't
it.
Tell the difference.
You know what? That in itself, worst week. If someone said to me, you're not actually ginger enough, I'm going to have to put more orange in your hair, I'd be like, that's my whole identity gone.
Okay.
Can I take?
Do you identify as ginger?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, do you identify as ginger or do you identify as a mousy
Very personal
brown?
question.
I'm just saying, like, is that
Whoever identifies as mousy brown.
Mousy Brown.
me?
Voluntarily, I mean.
Mousy Brown's a great jazz singer.
Yeah.
Mousy Brown.
Mousy brown.
On the mic.
Starring Mousy Brown. Yeah, I qualify. I identify as a ginger.
Did you get sunburnt recently in the bank holiday weekend? Because I did.
I didn't really go out in it. Phoebe can win it then. If
I
you
don't
wanna
really
win.
want to.
You're 5-1 right now. It's 5-1.
The thing is as well.
5-1 is bad,
Such
Phoebe.
a healthy lead.
Yeah. I don't
Dominating.
think we'll ever come back from it. Something horrific's got to happen to either of our lives for to even have a chance.
We're like a Mickey Mouse league. Like Phoebe just wins it so easy every time.
It's just this PSG, which is nothing. I'm Nice.
You know what I think it
I'm
might
Troy.
be?
Toi.
Is because but you're quite happy in relationships. Maybe that could be it.
What we got to get divorced or something, or break down in relationship.
Well, because whatever happens, you'll have your loveling lovelings.
My
Your lovelings. You'll have your lovelings.
I don't think Tom and Ali are all roses. They're all having
He's
to
got a
raise a
child,
baby. They're having to raise a
exactly.
baby.
Yeah,
That's not.
I think
That's,
when you
It
enter,
gets to the end of the day and you look in your child's eyes and you're like, oh my God, it's all worth
yeah,
it.
like I'm happy with my baby.
That's
and
what I
my
do.
Exactly.
I look at his
and you
eyes.
look in your little loveling's eyes and you say...
I look in Teddy's eyes and go, "Your mum's a good kisser." And I go,
Oh,
Oh. Right, let's move on
gross.
from this section.
Okay, we're moving on.
"Who won?" Phoebe.
Phoebe, 5-1. Well
sake.
done, Phoebe, 5-1.
Woo!
Just a quick thing before we do move on. Did anyone hear about the YouTuber who got shot?
No.
No.
You didn't hear about this?
No.
Okay, so
One down.
Okay, so there was a YouTuber who liked to do prank videos in America, and his YouTube page was called Classified Goons, if you're wondering. And he was doing pranks on people where he would do pranks such as, I pretend to throw up on an Uber driver. Hilarious stuff like that.
God, yeah. Sounds like a nice dude.
Yeah, and he did a prank in a shopping mall and some guy shot him. Anyway, he's fine. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
He's fine. He's not dead. No, he's fine. But a part of me did think, maybe I'm just getting old and I'm cynical, but a big part of me thought, good. You know? Good. Maybe someone does need to get shot for people to stop doing stupid pranks.
You don't like pranks?
It's too much now. There's too many pranks. You know? It's just pranking all... I imagine if you lived in somewhere like Los Angeles where there's loads of YouTubers, just getting pranked 24/7.
When have you ever been pranked?
Not in London. There's no one pranking in London.
Got prank, mate. He's got a kid.
Who pranked you? Who pranked you?
His partner said
Yeah.
she was on the pill.
Yeah.
Gotcha! But I've
She said
literally
sign
got
here
you.
and she was like, this is forever.
The OG prank.
The prank. The immaculate prank.
I just think there's too many pranks
You've
now.
never been pranked, Tom, have you?
Like in a prank show situation or no. I mean, I'm sure I had pranks done to me growing up or at uni or whatever, but yeah.
What's the best prank you've ever pulled?
I filled someone's entire kitchen. It took me like 4 hours at night with just cups of water.
Oh, that's good.
That's a classic. Ali, have you ever pranked anyone?
One time I said that
I told my ex she was a bitch. So how about that? Good prank. Zing.
I told her that mitochondria was going to come up in the biology GCSE exam, but it wasn't. No, I can't remember pranking people. I must have pranked someone at some point, but nothing notable.
Classic
We
pranks.
done cling film on someone's room at uni.
I just think that the world, what the point is with this, like the world of like YouTuber, just because there's a camera doesn't mean it's not annoying. That's what I always think. Like now, because everyone's got a camera all the time, it doesn't mean it's not fucking annoying. Someone's just got a camera in your face, just being like, if someone pushes you over but they're holding a camera, you still just pushed them over. Or you still just did something annoying. So fair enough if you get shot. Just because you're like, it's a prank. Like, nah, you deserve to get shot a bit.
Is this the platform you're going to run on? You deserve to get shot a bit.
You should get just a bit of getting
a little
shot.
bit of shot.
Yeah.
You just get a little bit of shot, mate. It's nothing. Just take your medicine. You get a little bit of
Yeah.
shot.
I also saw a great TikTok video that went viral, and it was one of those, you know, the street stop people. Right, this guy, he's like, he ran up to some girls, and he's like, "Hey, can I ask you a question? Blah, blah, blah. What's like the most annoying thing that's ever happened to you?" And then the girl just goes, "When I'm trying to go to the toilet on 6th Street, and some guy runs up to me and says, hey, can I ask you a question?" And absolutely buries him. Great.
Yeah, fair.
Perfecto.
Those are annoying though. Those there's a guy on TikTok who takes a piss out of them.
Right.
But yeah, who just always, those people who are just like, "What's your body count? What's your X?" And all that sort of stuff.
I hate that.
No, talentless. They need to go on stage and make dick jokes.
Exactly.
And talk about how British people react to the weather.
Exactly. The
That's
good
talent.
shit.
That is talent.
That's good stuff. I tell you what else I don't like.
Here we go.
Here we
One
go.
other
New
thing-
section out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
I tell you what else I don't like.
People from Pakistan.
Yeah.
It just takes a complete different direction.
I tell you what, there's a lot of people on the internet now, and it's a very interesting genre. And it's a very interesting genre of people pretending they've not heard music before and they're reacting to it, right? So there's loads of people
A
doing
specific
this.
song or any music?
Just like really, it'll be like really popular music, and it'll be like a group of guys, and they'll just be like, "Okay, I'm gonna be listening to this song,
The national anthem.
Shallow by Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga," and then they put it on, and they'll just be like, "Wow, that's pretty good, man." That's what it's like. Of course you've heard that. What do you mean? Like that's not something you've never heard before.
Yeah.
Like they'd just be like fucking Yesterday by the Beatles, and be like, "Wow, yeah, man, that's sick. That's yeah."
Do you
really-
get in the arguments in the comments?
Yeah, I'm weighed in there. And I'd be like, "Sorry, you've not heard Fall Out Boy's seminal album? Come on."
Next you're going to tell me you're Madeline McCann.
Yeah.
Fake?
She was fake. It came out. She was a liar. I knew it all along. I'd just like to say that. She was a liar. She went on Dr. Phil, and guess what? The results came in, not Madeline McCann.
They did it live.
How does she react to it live?
She didn't
cry?
really. She's just like, well, yeah.
Oh.
But honestly, I don't know how much money she made out of all of that, but a part of me thinks fair
Do you
enough.
think she would have made money?
Yeah. Oh man, they would have paid her to get on all the TV shows.
Brand
she'd be
deals.
paying to do interviews. Obviously, there was the brand deals. Yeah, there was the brand deals.
What are the brand deals? Or just your specific brand deals, for God's sake?
Visit Portugal.
Yeah.
So, get lost in Portugal.
Yeah, but it was a lie. It was all a lie, and she's just full of shit. And like,
Yeah.
even her mum came out and was like, she's full of shit. And
But I think there's a difference between if she did it, and I mean, I'm not saying I have an opinion on this.
no, go on,
you're
defend,
the expert.
defend the Madeleine McCann.
No, I'm
lie.
not defending her. I'm just saying there's a difference between if she genuinely believed that she was, or if she was just trying to like.
I mean, there's no doubt. No, she was fucking around. Well, no, everyone, including her parents, told her that she was, and I think her parents like showed her pictures of her as a baby. Like she was doing it definitely for
Okay.
attention. There's no way not.
Doing it for a bit.
Because if you weren't doing it for attention and you were genuinely worried about it, you would have just done the DNA test straight away online and sorted it within a day and not made an Instagram
Yeah,
account
true.
saying I am Madeleine McCann. You wouldn't do that.
Very true.
Bullshit, mate.
We get her on the pod.
Yeah, she'd be actually a huge get for us. It'd be great. I would love to have the I am Madeleine McCann and was it the
And the real Madeleine McCann.
yeah.
Well,
Side
we
by
got
side,
a
and
special
then
guest for you.
Spot the difference.
Welcome everybody. The real Madeleine McCann.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean that's how we get views. That's how we bolster this show up. That's when people. That's when we really get going.
We've become boxing promoters.
Yeah.
We have to box
Yeah, but, well, honestly, yeah,
for the real.
yeah. I thought about that. Did you see, also Liam Payne. He did a little promo.
He's fine, isn't he?
No,
Tommy
it
Fury.
turned out it was for Soccer Aid, so he was going to captain. It was just a bit of marketing, but he does pretend to be quite hard in interviews.
He's the one who made up an accent for.
And he's
the
always doing
Oscars,
it.
something
You know,
like
he's
that.
always smashing gear and making up accents. And then he did a podcast where he said like, oh, it was
Oh,
like,
he was the
it's
success
genius.
behind One Direction. yeah.
And it was also like one of the One Direction boys thing, like Louis pinned him up against the wall and he said, if you don't remove those hands, it's hardly like you'll never use them again. What a little dweeb. He's the worst one. I'm going to throw this out there and I don't care. I'll take the shade. Worst one.
Worst one.
I think most people would agree with that, would they not?
Yeah, I don't think that's
Yeah.
an uncontroversial opinion.
Do you want another bit of goss? I'll give it
Yeah,
to you.
go on.
Got a bit of goss. So Taylor Swift broke up with her boyfriend.
Yeah. So,
Oh, was that the gossip?
Yeah, no, all I say is, yeah, they're broken up.
Okay, so Tom, Taylor
Yeah.
Swift.
Yeah,
your
she's single.
Your mum comes to you and goes, Taylor's seen your video.
Yeah.
Yeah. She loves the Posh Boy videos.
All I'm saying is, she would
and
fly
she'd
them.
love to go on a date with you.
She would fly them in private jets to Germany. That's all. The whole family.
I thought that'd be a cooler destination than Germany.
Well,
but-
you know, to a castle in Germany.
Okay. all
Do you
right.
think that she's going to date Pete Davidson just to get back at Kanye?
To go, I don't know.
That's what everyone's saying, aren't they? They're like, you know what to do, Pete.
You got to get what Taylor's got to get.
Well, because people are saying, well, he's got with with Kanye's ex-wife, and now get with his
If you
Narch nemesis. It's not Narch. It's arch nemesis.
If you're Taylor Swift's boyfriend, though, don't you think you would have just hung on in there? I would have just been like, look, you're a pretty average actor. You know, your career's not booming, right? Everyone knows you as Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Probably for the rest of your life, everyone's just gonna be like, oh, it's Taylor Swift's boyfriend, right? Or ex-boyfriend. I would have just hung on in there.
Well, did he break up with her?
Well,
Do we
I don't
definitely know that?
We don't know.
He dumped her.
Well,
That's probably
maybe
not.
she just
rumor
needed
mill.
you.
She
The rumor
probably
mill.
just
That's the
dumped
rumor.
him.
No, I heard the rumor mill. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like maybe he
Okay.
wanted to be his own independent man
Yeah.
and go out solo, but maybe he shouldn't have. Maybe.
Yeah, you've got to work until you've got a brand deal first. That's
Yeah,
how,
man. Or at least a hit Netflix show or something. If you're gonna dump Taylor Swift, that's probably the most famous person on earth
Imagine dumping Taylor Swift.
via text. Or whatever he did. I don't know. No, he didn't. This is not. I'm just saying that.
Well, we'll find
Updated
out
his
in the
Facebook
album
relationship.
soon.
Yeah. It's
complicated.
complicated. He started posting quite emo stuff.
Yeah.
His Tumblr suddenly
Don't cry,
deactivated.
don't cry because it's over. Just smile because it happened.
Would you what do you say to Taylor Swift? She's running around recording all this shit, and you're just like, mate, really annoying. I know you've literally given me the world,
Yeah.
and you're really
keep flying me to all these
successful,
castles.
talented and all that sort of stuff. But I'm just a bit bored.
I think I can do better. I think I can do better. I think I can do better than
after
you.
Taylor Swift, though.
You
innit?
could do the classic line of, I am happy, but I could be happier.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a thing?
That's a line that came out on it was a Love Island thing like a few years back. They were like, mate, like, I am happy, but I could be happier.
Oh.
I think the only person above Taylor Swift would have been the Queen.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. I was going to say
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Okay, yeah,
But
Beyonce.
And then
she's-
and she is the queen.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're looking at Beyonce and the Queen. So you're dating in the top 3. Well, top 2 now. You're dating in that top 2 pool. Where do you go? There's nowhere to go.
Nowhere but down.
Yeah. Also, imagine being the next girlfriend.
gonna say-
Next girly dates. You're like, who's your ex? You might know her. You might have heard
First
of her.
time they have sex. Do you want to put some music on?
It's her new album. She's written a song.
Yeah.
She's written a whole album about it.
You found me.
Yeah. Every time he turns on the radio for the next year, it's just going to be like, and here's Taylor Swift's new song.
Well, that's it. It's like breaking up with Adele, isn't it?
Yeah, my loser
But I think
ex.
a lot of girls probably would then want to date you because then they might think you'd get you'd get some reaction with Taylor.
Oh yeah.
What, you might make the album?
No, not that.
Yeah.
But like you might accidentally meet her. Maybe she comes around because she's like forgotten a scarf, and you can read you the All I Do. What's that music video that's about the scarf?
I don't know.
Excuse me.
I'm not that hard of a Taylor Swift.
Is it a
fan.
Taylor Swift song?
Yeah,
could
the
tell you-
10-minute version one. The
10-minute version.
The one that was
I'm
made
not-
into a film.
I haven't heard the 1-minute version. The 10-minute version.
So you didn't answer my question, Tom.
Yeah.
though.
What?
Taylor Swift asked you out on a date. Would you do it?
Oh, right now. Well, I couldn't. It'd be annoying. But my little brother is
wouldn't
single,
you-
so maybe give that a whirl.
I think Luke would understand. I'd go on a date with Taylor Swift. I'd be like, I'm not going to do anything, but you got to go on a date with Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Just
she
see
wants-
what that would be like.
Yeah.
What if she's like really shit chat?
She's quite dead.
She's like, so did you watch any films recently? Like, so boring. So you Manchester Reds? You support?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
What do you do? I don't know. I make music.
I actually play in the Manchester Reds stadium quite a lot.
She loves
I'm
her
doing
cats.
that.
She'd probably be one of those girls that just goes on about her
Cats.
cats.
Oh, God. Look, it would be, I imagine, because her boyfriend was just a pretty regular dude, right? He was just a dude at drama school, and then he got into, it would be quite an extreme situation, to just go from dating regular girls to then Taylor Swift. You're like, how do you even bring Taylor Swift home? Apparently, this is what I heard, apparently she was like living at just a family home in North London because he hadn't moved out of house yet. She would just come around and he'd stay there for a few weeks at a time.
Wow.
Yeah. Just imagine just being like, oh, got this new lodger. Fucking
Imagine
annoying.
hearing Taylor Swift shagging next door.
Yeah.
Keep it down, fucking there.
You'd be the most proud dad. You just... yeah.
Sun comes down.
Why? Yeah. Come on. You'd be the most proud father. Okay, Phoebe's not impressed by that. She
No,
doesn't-
I wasn't impressed by that joke, but hilarious.
Okay.
What's wrong with that? Would you not be proud of your child if they slept with someone
Yeah.
hugely successful?
Sorry, your brother brings home Taylor Swift, okay, and like she's just hanging out at your house. You're saying that you wouldn't be a bit proud.
I'd be like, who's paid her?
You couldn't buy. She would only. Taylor Swift has all the money in the world. She
True.
doesn't want to. She's not after your cash.
He is a very good drummer, my brother, so maybe she just was using
Ooh.
him for the new music video.
There you
Yeah,
go.
rhythm.
Where the- Christ.
Your son
Right.
comes down. She made me do the 10-minute version.
All right, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to our second regular section, which is, of course, Agony Uncle.
Okay, we got a couple here.
Okay.
Someone I totally hate has started following me on Insta. Do I follow back? I don't want to.
No.
No.
But it might be awkward.
What do you mean?
As in, like, they're like, why don't you follow me back?
But you totally hate them, so why do you care?
Because obviously this is someone in their life that they don't know that they hate them, but...
Nah. I don't want to.
So like one of your partner's friends follows you and you hate her, and you just don't follow them back, and then they're like, Tom, they go, Tom, why didn't you fucking follow me, you fucking dickhead? What do you say?
All right. If it got real personal, I would then follow them back, but I'd like mute them or whatever, so I could never see any of their stuff.
Yeah,
Okay?
if they bring it up, then maybe we consider it. But until anyone brings it up, it doesn't matter.
No.
It's just Instagram as well.
It's not like it's Facebook, you know. it's not where it's going down.
Okay, so follow them and mute,
Yeah.
or don't follow them
I just
until they
wouldn't
bring it up.
bother. No.
Unless
Until
they
they bring
mention
it
it.
up. Okay. I fancy a friend of mine, but I snogged her friend in front of her at a party whilst drunk.
Oh no. Oh,
Classic
no.
incestual friendships.
Well,
What did you do on this one?
You're putting their friendship to a test right there. And you know what? If it works out, then she really likes you. And if it doesn't work out, she doesn't like you enough to sack off her mate. So it was never meant to be.
Fair. Do you know what I'm going for? The brave tactic. Do it again.
Get off with her mate again. Why?
Well, 2 wrongs don't make a right. But what if they do?
Oh, okay. Fuck it. Phoebe?
I'd just say just give it time. And so everyone can forget the one drunken kiss. And then
Time's running out, though, because you like
Okay,
her.
threesome.
Ooh, good angle.
That
Good
always works out.
Yeah. I've seen
I
movies.
really like you, and I feel like we have a great connection. But I think that connection only exists with your friend as well.
Yeah. We buddy up here. We got a buddy system. We're all just pals. I've always wondered, I've never, how do you initiate a threesome?
You
Surely it's
start a
just with
podcast.
alcohol.
Huh?
Oh,
With alcohol? Oh. Okay. Play the long game.
I don't know what this is. I tell everyone, what are you doing today? I'm just going down to Vauxhall to have a threesome. That's what I say to them. But yeah, well, alcohol, I don't know. I've never done that either. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when I went to that sex party a while ago,
There was options. Was there options?
I'll tell you what, people were just offering it willy-nilly.
Oh, what?
That was one of the guys' names.
Well, they were just like, do you want to jump in?
Well, it was more just like I was there with someone, with a lady.
Oh, okay. Right. Was
And there were
A lot of guys who wanted to jump in.
mainly women
Oh.
who were like, you guys are, don't want to toot my own horn, but they were like, you guys are hot.
Okay.
Would you want, maybe we do these things together? And I was on a lot of MDMA, and
couldn't perform.
well, no, to be fair, I was just like, I deferred that to her. I was like, look, it's her decision, I'm comfortable, and I think she wasn't as comfortable as she made out at first.
Fair. Okay.
But that's how you do it, I think.
Sex
You guys
party.
were
Well,
in a sex
yeah.
party.
Also, yeah, somewhere where the boundaries are a bit clearly defined.
Yeah, that was a bit,
Yeah.
That was not great on my
In the
part.
real world, it's quite difficult, though. In a non-sex party environment, I imagine that would
Yeah.
be quite a difficult proposition. And
Especially
I'd
in
say
Britain, you have to
99%.
just be drunk to do anything, don't you?
Yeah, I think 99% of the time you've got it wrong in that situation.
I love that as well. In a non-sex party situation, which is mainly all of life. There's 2 types of scenario. There's sex party and non-sex party situations. Yeah, I do one of that as well, because you'll know, you've always got that mate who claims they've had like
10 threesomes.
Yeah. Me, mate, tell you what though, I was just out and just met this bird.
Yeah.
Anyway, chatted to her, got off with her, met a mate, chatted to her, got off with her, and then obviously we all went back together.
Yeah.
Easy.
Threesome straight away.
Can I see a picture? Don't know. Don't know what her names are.
I didn't even get their names.
Didn't get their names. Didn't need them, mate.
They just wanted to shag.
Yeah, and then they did that in the toilet. Did that in the toilet. Came back. Still a night out with you guys. How did that happen, mate? We had a mate at school who basically just used to watch porn on the weekends and then come back, and that's what had happened to him. He said he lost his virginity when he was 14 to a tennis instructor who was 10 years older than him. And she said it was the best sex she'd ever had. On the tennis court. And then he also said that his parents were out and the cleaner came over.
Oh my God.
They had sex.
You ordered a pizza as well? Shag the pizza delivery lady? That's... Wow.
But yeah,
if you're taking your narrative devices from just porn, it's got to be a tough one.
But you know what I think with the threesome thing is? I think in that it's very much manifested.
Okay.
I think if you're always talking about it and you're always asking for it, it'll just
open to it anytime.
Literally, I think it'll just eventually happen.
T-shirt, threesome, question mark.
Because, I've had it mentioned before from people, but I was quite resistant to it because I was like a bit shook. Or, I don't know if you've had this, either of you, but when you're dating someone and they sort of talk about maybe a threesome, my instinct is to be like, but no, you're enough, like, even though I'm probably like, yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah.
But you probably just got to go, yeah.
Well, I think, yeah. You just got
I would, yeah.
to ride the train and see where you get off. I don't know. You don't know. It could be good, could be awful. I knew there was a couple at uni and they had a threesome and she ended up leaving. It was all on my halls. She ended up leaving her boyfriend for the person that they had a threesome with.
Really?
Yeah.
Guy or girl?
It was 2 guys and a girl.
Oh,
The
right. So
girl
it wasn't
left.
even like a sexual awakening thing.
No. She
just
just
fancied the other
like
bloke.
fancied the other bloke.
That's brutal, bro.
And then
How about we get
she
this guy
punched
in?
him. No, sorry, he
Sorry?
punched the other guy because he found out that his girlfriend was leaving him for that. Then he got kicked out of uni.
And he got kicked out of uni
Yeah.
for punching.
Yeah, for punching the other guy.
Mate, so
Wow.
Yeah.
you've lost your brutal.
It's difficult, that.
That's how you fucking become the Joker, mate.
Yeah.
he is absolutely slaying on Reddit, mate. He's
Yeah.
had some serious forums, that
He's
bloke.
deep.
I tell you what, you can't trust friends or women or university establishments.
If you're having a threesome, you don't want your partner to be testing out, you know? You don't want your partner to be,
Well, direct
dipping a toe.
comparison, A/B testing. Brian, do you want to come over, shag me for a bit? Okay, now Jake. Back to Brian, like an optician.
Yeah.
Brian, Jake. See Brian one more time. Now Jake. I think Jake.
Yeah.
It's close. I think Jake.
Jake's just tipping it. It's just a bit more clearer. It's more clearer in my mind.
Yeah. Can I see Brian again? Yeah. And Jake.
Good. Okay.
Well, so we solved that one, did
solved
we?
it.
Okay, let's do another quick one. Okay. Well, this one, right? I work so much, I can't get out on a date. Right, so I haven't been on a date for a year, and I don't even know how to start.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Well, I don't
There
think
we
you're ready
go.
for a relationship if you can't even have the time to go out on a date. Like if you don't even have the time to date, then I don't
I
know.
wonder what the work is.
He's got to be in something. Well,
Is it someone that works here?
It's from GCSE Lusas.
A-level, Lucas.
Yeah. Who could it be?
Baccalaureate.
Mooch hasn't let me out the studio in a year.
I don't really know because I understand that one and I think lots of people in comedy do because you work at the times that most other people want to go dating.
Yeah. Normalize breakfast dates.
Yeah, but then you've got to find the person that's not at work early.
On Saturdays.
No, I'm
Sundays.
talking before work. I'm talking
Early,
at
though.
6:30 a.m. in the morning,
You're talking-
baby.
Jesus.
You're talking going prep for a coffee for
Yeah.
10 minutes
I'm
in
talk-
Waterloo Station.
I'm 6:30 in the morning. I'm talking. It's still a bit dark. Sun's coming up. We're in Hyde Park. They've just opened the gate, and we're going for a little walk.
That's where,
That's quite nice, you know.
You know.
I'll tell you how many times Tom has done this. 0.
Yeah.
Now I'm more of a. That's me. 11 p.m. after.
I was going to say, this is Tom now. He's got a baby and he's up at 5:30 anyway.
Yeah.
But he's like, none of my mates are around at that time. I'm going to be up at 6 a.m.
I could be I'm free.
So, yeah, Tom was more of a like, I should be free from 1.
Yeah, about midnight.
12-1. I think we're getting kicked out. You out? Classic. You in North.
Oh, the old days.
I think, okay, right, back to this poor person's problem. I think if you're not sure if you're ready to date yet, that's a separate issue.
Yeah.
But if you are ready to date, maybe see what's out there on the apps first. But I would just say it's probably, that's quite bleak. That's not completely what's out there.
Well,
So I think-
there's more to life than the apps.
Yeah, the apps, depending on the algorithm as well, can show you the absolute worst of the bunch. And it can make you very, dismal about...
My theory on the non-app, so they say 70% of people, young singles in London, are on the apps, okay? That's what I heard. So then you're looking at 30%. Now that 30% is going to be broken up, though, into subcategories of either the people who are so good they don't need the apps, they're too good for the apps, and then the people who are so jaded by the apps they've deleted them. So your subcategory of people not on the apps is quite interesting.
Quite good. Yeah, on this one, I think you're a big believer. You make time for what you want to do. So if you want to date, you can make time for it. You can do one night a week for a couple months. See how you go.
Yeah. I don't know what he does, but it sounds mad.
Well, I would
they
say,
do.
yeah, we don't know. We don't know. But yeah, that is pretty mad. So good luck with you.
Good luck, sir, or ma'am,
Or Z, or
them. They. Good. Okay. Right. I think we solved them. Right. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. We are now going to move on to our final section, which is, of course, Failmail.
So this is, of course, where you send in your responses to a particular question we throw out there. Thank you so much for all your responses. This week, we ask you, what is the worst or weirdest thing your landlord has ever done?
Yeah.
So we've got one on the official AIDIF account. Back when I was unemployed, my landlord made me go with him to evict another tenant.
That's incredible.
What? Okay.
Said he needed someone there in case the tenant returned and tried to fight.
Yeah, it's part of your contract, mate. You gotta be my defender.
You're my bodyguard.
You're my bodyguard. Yeah.
I tried to say no, but he basically hinted he could kick me out, and I really didn't want to be unemployed and homeless.
What the fuck?
We go to this other tenant's apartment in the same building, and it had clearly been abandoned, but the mouldy food in the fridge made the place smell awful. But it was a total hoarder place with piles of newspapers, and he wanted me to clean it up. I turned over the first pile of newspapers, and out falls used syringes and drug spoons. I turned round and said, "Evict me, I'm not doing this," and left.
Fair fight.
He didn't evict me.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
People just taking the complete piss. It's like, it's Jesus. Okay, here we go. She saw the candles in our living room and asked us to hold our brackets rituals in the bathroom. I'm Indian.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Told us to clean our light fittings. What even are they?
Okay, yeah, that's weird.
Charged me a reference fee for my CAD.
A reference? What do you mean a reference fee? What do you...
Live-in landlord. He smoked shisha in the communal kitchen with his friends every Tuesday. Threw a plank at me in a rage because I asked him to fix the toilet seat that was broken for 10 months.
Oh my God. Ooh. Jesus. Wow.
No, absolutely nuts is out there.
Let himself into the house, looked through our bin, took out stuff that should have been recycled. Okay. I don't know if that's that bad.
Looking through the bin is never a...
And left them, part 2, and left them on the kitchen table. He regularly does this. So go through your bin and take out all your things that should be recycled and leave them on your table. You know what? Yeah. Okay, maybe.
I don't like the invasion of space, but I do like the message he's trying to convey.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a lot here from this person. Let me just go.
Okay, good.
Load.
In the meantime, I've got still worked on the deli in Sainsbury. Just seemed odd.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
What's man's earning an honest living?
Yeah.
He's got an asset.
He's going out there and trying to do. He doesn't want us to be sick. He doesn't want to be a landlord at home doing nothing.
It's like seeing your teacher on a weekend at the shopping centre, although it's like, you should be an adult. You should be here. Yo. Okay, I'll read this whole thing. We spoke outside your work in progress at the Vaults a month or so back. Thanks again for the top tips. Have been writing more and feeling good, so double thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Very kind. I don't remember him. Lovely guy. And I'm sure we'll get together soon. Landlord chat. I had one who lived with us in Hackney. £750 per month for a room made out of plywood, and the ceiling touched my head.
Wait, sorry, were you living in a coffin? Like what?
Was space for 1 or 2 people, but he made 7 rooms in it and had some interesting conversations. He told me he hit 1. So these are the interesting conversations, I believe. 1. He told me he hadn't eaten any fruit or veg for 33 years.
Oh my God.
He was in his late 30s because you don't need them to survive. He ate McDonald's most days and smoked tons of weed, balancing himself out with several cans of Monster.
Jesus.
2, he's actually a ripped personal trainer. He's actually a personal trainer and pretty ripped. Would shit on guys for using steroids, but there's no way he got that muscles from not eating fruit or veg for over 30 years. 3, the other telltale sign of his steroid use was his unexpected roid rage, where I would often wake up to the sound of him and his girlfriend arguing because the walls are so thin. And by thin walls, I mean that I could hear him put his lighter down in the living room from my bed.
Oh my God.
4, he has 2 dogs, which was so lovely. One of them was a pup, and I'd come home first every day. He was out from midday to night and just left the dogs there unattended. Was a crazy puppy, and there'd be a huge mess every day. Curtains torn down, toilet paper and shit everywhere, unfortunately never together. One time, he got into my landlord's protein powder and ran around the house with it. A whole house smelled of like artificial chocolate. So I'd take a picture and send it to the house chat in the hope that he'd think maybe I need someone to look after my dog and puppy while everyone's out of the house every day. But never happened. And 2 months into doing this, he came up to me and said he finally believes that it was the dogs doing that. He thought I'd been smashing the house up and shitting everywhere every evening after work to take a picture and then clean it all up. 5. Final memory to share. We were watching some daytime TV together, Landlords from Hell or something, and he goes into lengths about how terrible these landlords are and how much better he is than them. Truly an icing on the cake moment.
Wow.
I lasted about 3 months there before I found a new place where I've been for the past 5 years. He's a terrible person.
He sounds it. What a lunatic. I'm to be honest, I stopped listening after he said he got ripped off from just eating McDonald's. Okay, told me they love me and only want the best for me. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird.
Intimate. She was annoyed that we bothered her on holiday when calling her because the water started leaking down from the ceiling.
Fix it yourself. Rang me multiple times whilst getting drunker to give me advice on my MBA assignment.
Left bottles of piss under the sink after claiming he'd cleaned the flat before we moved in.
Why? Why was he pissing in bottles? What the fuck?
I listened to my downstairs neighbours get broken into. Nobody helped the police, landlord, etc. You could have done something as well, I think, maybe. Told us that little crack in the ceiling is nothing for it to crash down 2 months later.
Whoa.
Read out the toxic texts received overnight from her awful ex-husband every breakfast. All these unhinged people
crazy
on
loonies.
these flats.
Not to me, but I was once told if it's a choice between you and the Asian girls, they get the room. I like their laughter and the smell the girls have. What the fuck?
He asked if the restaurant on the floor below could use my kitchen during Christmas time. Sent me dick pics claiming he wanted medical advice.
Okay. Wow. That is low.
Invited me to their 50-year-old son's party. He needs more mates.
Had topless style Baywatch photos of himself in his office and all around the flat. That is a mad thing to put up.
Broke out the shower due to leakage to store downstairs and then didn't replace it for 4 weeks. She moved in with her pregnant daughter and also tried to Airbnb our rooms. She was standing in the kitchen in the dark with a wine glass full of boiling water.
He selected a replacement housemate for us. We are young girls in our 20s. He was over 50. Name was Barry, and he wore a very small kimono. I don't think your landlord should be able to select the person going into the house.
No. Decided to refurbish the kitchen while we were living in the house and have his lunch on my sofa. His phone was stuck in the car at the garage when lockdown happened, so he couldn't text me.
But just one person just said they didn't exist. I don't know what happened there, but
Definitely not the worst, but weird. Heating broke down, so he bought me a bottle of vodka to keep warm.
oh, thanks.
Raised the rent twice within 12 months with the excuse that they were in different years. There you go. Leave out your book, Phoebe, there.
Yeah.
Not having... that's weird. Ignored reports of a leak until the roof literally collapsed on our bed.
Right.
Bolted our windows permanently shut after we were burgled.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll fix your problem, love. Don't worry. Just
Fix it too well, if anything.
yeah.
Last one. Peeing in my toilet with the door open without even asking for my permission. I'm a girl, by the way.
Just shameless, just coming round like, oh, what you like fixed? All right, just go for a big old waz, and then I'll get on
I'll
it.
get right on it.
Yeah, mate. Well, Phoebe, how do you feel about that? I mean, some sort of leaves out of your book there with shitty landlords.
Yeah, I mean, I feel much better that I don't have to deal with Barry in a small kimono.
Yeah, that's mad that you can pick someone else to go in. I think
That's weird.
Well, we had that in a flat that I lived in Kent, and one day my housemate got out of the shower, and she was like coming out from the shower to her room in a towel, and there was just a 30-year-old Italian man there, and he was like, "I live here now," and we were like, "Oh, okay,"
Okay.
Bizarre.
because the estate agents had sorted it out and didn't tell anybody, and he just moved in.
How was he?
He was fine. He was lovely. But when you're coming out of the shower, like just wrapped in a towel, and there's just a man stood there. Bearing in mind we were in our 20s, and he's like 30-year-old, like.
Yeah,
I
fair.
mean 30. Jesus.
It happened to all of you.
Right. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of All I Do Is Fail. You can support us on the Patreon, patreon.com/AIDIF POD. Thank you very much. If you donate there, $5 a month, help support the podcast, and you get an extra episode every week. Thanks everyone who's been coming to my shows. I got more shows. Just check out link in my bio. Tom.
Thank you very much. Please keep supporting my sketches online. I really appreciate it, and I love you all.
BB.
Yeah, just keep being cool.
Sick. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.